He died from wearing a golden shirt. His end was tragic. He loved gold. His own son betrayed him because of it. Data Fuge is an Indian businessman who became known for his love for gold, so much so that in 2013 he bought a shirt made entirely of gold, which was worth $250,000. The shirt obviously wasn't ordinary. It weighed over 3 kilograms and had to be quite sturdy to wear. And it wasn't just the shirt. Nicknamed the Gold Man, the businessman used to wear rings, thick bracelets, and a gold medallion. Fuge defended his unique attire, saying,
"Some people ask me why I wear so much gold, but it has always been my dream. Some elite people want to have fancy cars. I chose to have gold."
Of course, he didn't dress like that for every occasion. Data Fuge only wore his shirt on special occasions, and to ensure his safety, he hired several bodyguards. But even that didn't protect him from being betrayed by his own son. Unfortunately, Fuge's story had a tragic ending. According to police reports, he was found dead on the west coast of India after being ambushed by up to 12 people. And the motive is obvious: money. Authorities told Indian newspapers that a dispute involving a debt resulted in the tragedy. Apparently, Data Fuge owed around $78,000 to one of his son's friends. In fact, the police informed that Shubham, Fuge's son, witnessed the entire crime. But there are some details about what happened that could reveal a betrayal. Apparently, the whole crime was planned. One of the suspects admitted to inviting the victim and his son, whom he was friends with, to a birthday party. And upon arriving, Fuge was surrounded by the men. What's strange is that Fuge, who normally didn't have security with him, was without them on the night of the crime. That's why they say his son might be involved. Perhaps he found a way to dismiss the security team, or he induced his father to dismiss them. And the shirt was one of the main reasons for this crime. The person who was demanding the debt wanted his money by any means necessary. And when Fuge refused to hand it over, the person planned a robbery because by taking any piece of gold, he could get the debt money. However, things got out of control. The police were called to the scene, and in fear, they fled without taking anything. How come a man who was always dressed in gold had no money? The truth is that he loved gold so much that he went crazy. The businessman himself had over 1,100 pounds of gold at home, and it's quite likely that any jewelry he sold would be enough to pay off his debt. But Fuge preferred to lose his life rather than his gold. Fuge's friends thought his gold clothes were just to attract women, except he was married, and his relationship seemed quite healthy, at least on the surface. Although the businessman seemed like a good person, he did inhumane things to acquire all his gold. Early in his career, he made good money in real estate, but that's not what made him rich. The truth is, Fuge was a loan shark and amassed much of his fortune by taking advantage of innocent people. That's why another theory was created for his demise, suggesting he was by enemies he made during his work. But the only thing we can be sure of is that he was obsessed with gold, so much so that he had his own gold shirt made, even if it meant spending more than necessary. After what happened, several collectors appeared trying to buy Data Fuge's shirt. After all, it was custom made by a specialized company. They researched extensively to make a garment that wasn't too stiff and heavy to wear, using expensive Italian threads and a special machine, which added significant value to the shirt. We don't know what happened to his assets, but they are in possession of his wife, and apparently nothing has been sold.